Hi everyone. In this video tutorial about InDesign, I want to focus on something that is very unique to InDesign, and that is the concept of pages. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new document, which is what I'd like you to do as well. We're going to go to print, okay, view all presets, and it's going to be an A3 document. I'm going to call it mockup 2 because this is your second experiment. Let's just change it to centimeters. Pickers, by the way, are unique to InDesign. They're a unit of measurement that InDesign uses, but we'll just use centimeters. We're going to have a landscape orientation, and I am actually going to this time tell InDesign that I want 2 pages and they're not facing. So we're going to make a 2-page document. And that's another thing about InDesign that separates it from software like Photoshop. You can make as many pages as you like, okay? And you can style those pages differently. So let's have a look at what I mean. So we'll click create, and you'll see that I now have 2 pages, okay? Now, what I would like you to do is to go up here and make sure that you have the Essentials Classic chosen as your workspace. I really like the Classic workspace because it gives me, all the main tools that I will need to create, a sort of a multi-page document, but it's not too much. So it's my workspace is quite simple. I've got my toolbar here, right? Oops. There's my toolbar. Every time I click on a various tool, it changes my options up here or my preferences. So, whatever I click, it'll give me, various options and preferences, which is really important for that tool, that is. And then on the right-hand side, I have, and I'm just going to tidy it up a bit and show you, I have all my palettes all in one area, okay? And the one that I'm really interested in using are the pages. So I'm going to click on that and have it out there for you to see, because that is what I want to use. So if I want to keep that separate, I can just float it out like that and click these little arrows and it expands it. And that's what we're going to be looking at today. So I'm going to show you how Pages works on InDesign, because after all, that is what is very special about InDesign. Okay, so let's see what happens if I double click on my A master and I draw a box on it. So I'll click on my rectangle tool here. Okay, and let's just say this is going to be sort of the rectangle that I'm going to put my main headings in. So I'll click on that. You'll notice that there's a box there. There's no fill. That's because if I go up to here, the fill option has a red line through it, which means there is no fill. So if I click down and make it blue, okay, now I have blue on my A master. And guess what? It's also on both my pages. What if I was to make another master page? So I'd click into this box and let's say I now have a B master. Double click on that and let's draw a different color rectangle. So I'll go to the rectangle tool. Let's pick a color first. I'll make it pink and I will draw that there. Okay, now it hasn't appeared on any of my pages because both my pages have the A master applied. Let's drag the B master onto my second page. Now you can see that my second page has the pink box applied. Okay, so if we go to the scroll button here, you can see I've got a page with a blue box and a page with a pink box on it. Let's say I wanted to make another page. I need to click into this area here and just create a new page. If I scroll down, if I scroll up and down, it's given me another sort of B master page. What if I didn't want anything on that? Then I would scroll up to the none and I would drag that onto my third page. And there you go. Now it's gone. So you can see how if you had a 40-page or an 80-page document, you might decide that you want to color code every single heading. So you might, for instance, want, your project proposal to have all its headings in pink. And then you might want your project management to have all its headings in blue. And that's a really good way to use master pages. You can basically insert everything you want by making master pages and by just dragging that master page onto your page. Okay, so I'm back again now with a new document because I want you to think about what you would need to have on every single page of your document. Say it was your folio, for instance. Something that would appear on every single page of your folio would be your student number. So what I'm going to do is show you how to put that on every page of your folio. And then I'm going to show you how you can then use that master page to create a new master page that has that attribute plus other attributes. So let's have a look at that, shall we? So if I want something to appear on every single page of my document, I can just simply double click on the A master and I can create a text box, and that text box is going to have my student number in it. So student number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bring it down a little bit. I might keep it small. And yeah, that's it. So if I click now on my pages and I scroll down, it's now appeared on every page. Okay. Now, what if I want to then keep that student number on every single page, but make a new master page that has a blue heading rectangle? All I need to do is right click the A master page and I can actually do a new master, and it's going to be called B master page. And I'm going to base that master on the A master. I'm going to base it on A master. So that means it's going to take on all the characteristics of attributes of my A master, but it's going to allow me to add stuff to it. Okay, so I'm just going to click OK. And if I scroll here, there's my B master. So I can double click on that and let's add a rectangle to that. And that rectangle is going to form the basis of, say, my main headings. So when I click the rectangle tool, it gives me these options. I'll just draw the rectangle first. So there's my rectangle. It's got a black border because if you have a look here, the stroke or the border is black, but there's no fill. So I'm just going to click here and make it blue. All right, so now it's got a blue fill. Okay, and that's my B master. Has it appeared on any of my pages yet? No, it hasn't. How can I make it? How can I add that B master to a page? Let's say I wanted it on page 2. I can just simply drag it on to page 2. And now page 2 has a blue border on it. Okay. So while you're at it, let's make another master. So we click in this box here and we can click the plus sign, or we can just simply go new master. Okay, I think I'll click the new master because that is really useful because it lets me base my new master on something. And I'm going to base it on the A master because all I want is the student number to appear. I'm going to click OK. Right, and there's my C master. Double click on that and let's draw This time, I'm going to draw a different color rectangle that's much more narrower, and that's going to be like a subheading. I'm going to make my subheadings, for instance, pink. Okay. That's only appeared on my C master. It hasn't yet appeared on any of my pages. Okay. Because I haven't applied it yet. All right. So let's just make a new page. If I click on a page, I can actually create a new page. So if you want to add a page, click on a page to add a new page. Okay. Right now I have sort of 3 pages. And on this page, I can apply whichever master I like. I could apply the A, the B, or the C master, or I could apply nothing at all. So let's apply the C master since we just made it. Okay, and now that appears on that page. So you can see how you can apply master pages to various pages of your document, and you know how important that is in making a multi-page document, especially a folio where you might want to color code your different sections. You know, you have 4 sections in a folio. For instance, you have your project proposal and you have your project management. You might decide that you want to use different color headings, and that's a really good communication tool. So give it a go, and yeah, have a play with that. Good luck with it, guys. Thank you.